how in the world does it stand up against gravity? I mean, there's not a single bone in there. Well, today, we're going to get into the absolutely elegant engineering that keeps the entire plant world standing tall. And it all boils down to two, surprisingly different, support systems.
Okay, let's start with something I'm pretty sure we've all seen. You've got a plant, it's sad, it's droopy, completely wilted. You give it a good drink of water, and just a few hours later, boom, it's standing proud again. It really does feel like magic, doesn't it?
But you guessed it, it's not magic. This amazing transformation from a limp, bent stem to one that's straight and vibrant is a fantastic showcase of one of the plant's two core support systems in action. So, let's actually break down how this incredible comeback happens.
But first, before we get into the how, let's talk about the why. Why is standing upright so incredibly important for a plant in the first place? Well, it turns out that support isn't just about looking nice. It is absolutely fundamental to a plant's survival.
And what's really fascinating here is that our wilted little friend isn't dead, not even close. It's still alive, but because its support system has failed, it's just doing a really bad job at, well, everything. Proper support is the huge difference between a plant just barely surviving and one that's truly flourishing.
So what jobs does this whole support system actually do? Well, there are three main ones. First, it holds the plant's shape, which is crucial for getting its leaves in the best position to soak up sunlight. Second, it gives it the strength to fight against gravity and wind. And third, it actually offers protection, kind of like a physical shield against damage.
Now, to pull all of this off, plants have evolved not one, but two totally distinct blueprints for strength. You can think of them as two different engineering strategies that work together to create one seriously resilient and adaptable organism.
And you can see the two different approaches right here. On one side, you've got the hydraulic system. It's temporary, it's dynamic, and it's all about water pressure. On the other side is the permanent scaffolding. This is a structural system built with reinforcing materials meant to last. One is fast and flexible, the other is slow and incredibly strong.
All right, let's start with that first system, the one that's responsible for our plant's miraculous recovery. This is the hydraulic system, and it's a dynamic, water-based solution that provides support for the plant's day-to-day life.
Now, the official term for this is physiological support. The key idea here is temporary firmness. It happens when a plant's cells are totally full of water, creating this internal pressure that pushes outwards. And when a cell is in this plump, full state, we call it turgid.
So how does a plant get its cells all nice and turgid? It's actually a really elegant and pretty simple process. First, the cells build up a concentration of natural salts inside them. This salty interior then pulls water into the cells through a process called osmosis.